People are going through sometimes very serious mental issue things, personal crises, things they're struggling with. And that might be way above your capability to manage or handle. So what I think, in any reputable organization, what HR should be able to do is to allow those employees a space where they can talk to professionals about some of their struggles. And if you notice there's a colleague that seems to be having some issue, maybe you should be talking to them privately about, hey, I recommend you at least have 1 or 2 sessions. Just do me a favor and have those sessions. Maybe it's nothing. And I don't think it's healthy ever to go to an employee and say, I think you have a mental health crisis. But what I could say is, hey, I'm noticing that you've been stressed out a lot lately. I'm noticing that you're not your usual self, and I'm worried for you. So I don't want to lose you, and I don't want to see you burn out. So here's what I'm telling you to do. I want you to go to HR and have a couple of sessions with them. Whatever's on your mind, I don't need to know. It's fine. But I think you need a safe space to air some things out. I think it'll help. So you kind of nudge them in that direction without being too personal. You see what I'm saying? Because they deserve like a boundary also, right? So your concern should be met without crossing that line, and I think it'll help, inshallah.
Assalamualaikum, Ustaz. My name is Husta. It's interesting that you brought up about the pharaoh and the pyramid, because over the weekend we actually had a senior management retreat, and we were talking about flipping the pyramid. So ideas will come from bottom up instead of top down, right? And you also said people are not open to change because they feel insecure about their jobs. As a person from the Transformation Management Office, change is actually what I do on a daily basis. So I would like to get some advice from you. How do we rally people up to face the fear of change when we leave our comfort zone? Thank you.
I think you hit them with change so much they stop being afraid. No, I think the conversation really needs to be about safety. When does someone feel safe? Someone feels safe when they know that people around them believe in them. People around them see their potential. People see their value as a human being. When people have artificial relationships or distant relationships in any environment, then they are constantly insecure, right? So, yeah, you can call that team building, but really what I think is open communication and the right kind of mentoring. Like there are employees in my company that I yell at. My yelling does not involve a raised voice. My yelling involves sarcasm. But when it hurts, I say, yes, this is what and I do it with a smile, and I do it especially to the younger employees until it pinches. And then I say, okay, you're going to fix this, right? You're going to fix it. And I don't do this ever in front of anyone else. It's just me and them. I don't do it in front of other people. I never want to embarrass my employees in front of others, unless I'm, making a WhatsApp group joke. That's different. But like personally, I will be tough with them, but I want them to know that my toughness, they know that my toughness with them is about me investing in them, because I could simply not care. I could simply not even be involved, but I am involved. And then I will say, and when employees come to me and say, this isn't fair or that isn't right, I was like, okay, explain it to me. Why isn't it right? I need to hear. Let's hear you out. And I'll give my perspective too. So, but I think when you don't have that open dialogue, then there is a lot of insecurity. And once you have that open dialogue, then change can be embraced, because you can talk about the change openly without living about the fear of change in your head. And I don't know if I should say something. If I say something, am I going to get in trouble? Are they going to, So if you don't have a culture of open communication, then there's going to be hysteria and fear. But if you create that culture, then no, there won't be.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad bin Sulaiman. So Ustaz, my question is, most of people here are the leaders lah, basically. So I'm the younger generation on the bottom side of the pyramid lah. Okay. Yeah. So people are talking about leaders thinking about changes, and our company is trying to change. So, but what I'm asking is, how do we take leaders to be feeling what the bottom is feeling before they do implementation? Some changes we can say constant, and for the bottom part of the pyramid is a bit annoying. Yeah. So
Yeah.
how do we get leaders to be more open-minded and more EQ intelligence, less than IQ intelligence? Because most of what they're trying to implement is IQ intelligence, less than the EQ intelligence.
Yeah. So fair question. I do think that change can be very difficult, especially on the execution level, right? Because the decision's made in a meeting, but the execution is at the bottom tier, where all the workload changes and logistics become difficult, etc. Right? One part of the answer is it does go back to open communication and a culture of clear communication from top to bottom and bottom to top. But the other also, I'm going to have to say, is no change is ever painless. Ever. It's always going to be annoying. And if avoiding annoyance is the objective, then change will never happen. So again, there could be extremes. Like we made a major change last week and we're making another major change from the major change this week, and then again next week, and then again next week. Okay, now it's getting a bit too much. Let's talk about that. But the other extreme is every time there's a change, oh my God, a change. I hate this.